All right. I know I'm late. What can I say? I had a really good meeting today. Ooh, running a little hot there. Step away from the mic, sir. Bring our music down just a hair, and let's get to the video. How are we doing today, everybody? Welcome back. It is a wonderful Thursday here. If we haven't met before, my name is Bertimus. It's wonderful to have you in here. I have been streaming for Extra Life for about 14 years. I have been working for my local CMN Children's Miracle Network Foundation for the last 2. I work for Children's Health Foundation here in Oklahoma City because Extra Life was very near and dear to my heart. Right? It let me fundraise for the kids. It let me support medical research, medical equipment, charitable care for the kids that need it, for the families that may be struggling a little bit financially to cover some of those extensive treatments that some of our kids need. And it meant so much to me that I went to work for them. And it has been a wonderful journey, and I love it. And plus, I get to play games for work like twice a week. You know how awesome that is? Anyway, if you'd like to learn more about Extra Life, or if you'd like to support our cause, you can always check the QR code above me. You can check that way the About links down there below the stream. And you can check out our Extra Life page. You can learn a little bit more about us, what Extra Life is. And you can always check out some of our incentives. As you can see over here, we've got some of our Dixper donations. And what that means is defer your donations on the website. You can get overlays. Dude, what are overlays? Check this out, right? Let me launch one real quick. You want to mess with me, say you wanted to, for instance, toss Tetris pieces up on the screen. This is what it looks like that way. I promise I'll get it. Hey! Now, what you're seeing there is what I see on my monitor. So, all of those pieces are covering my game screen over here. So, it is a fantastic way for you to mess with me while I'm playing my games, and for the kids to get the much needed funds that they need to support the medical programs to make sure they get better, have longer, more wonderful lives. So, without further ado, let's get into some Slay the Spire today. So, if you have not been hanging out with us, we have all 4 of our characters unlocked, and I believe we are just trying to get the rest of the defects unlocked here, because we finished out Watcher last week, and then I think we got 1 or 2 defect rounds that really just didn't get off the ground. So, wow, that is still spiking just a little bit. Let me bring that down. If I get too quiet or the game sound gets too loud over me, make sure y'all let me know. But we are going to continue trying to get the rest of our unlocks for the defect. It looks like we need 3 more runs, so that's going to be too many points. Probably a couple more than 3 runs, but we're going to run through it. Welcome in. If you haven't seen Slay the Spire before, please let me know. I'd love to give you a walkthrough on how it works, but it is a fantastic deck building game that I love. Why don't we do something different? Lose all gold, transform 2 cards. Okay, so this is one I don't really ever get to do often. Let's transform a dual cast and a strike. So, Compile Driver, well, you moved them too fast. I want to read them. Compile Driver, deal 7 damage, draw 1 card for each unique orb you have, which is fun. And then Multicast, evoke the orb, next orb X times. So that's pretty fun. It's a little rough to have this early. And then we got Cracked Core, turn, Channel 1 Lightning. So we start tossing lightning at them. Of course, I start streaming, emails start coming in. Why does that always happen? Okay, so we're still trying to defeat our final boss, so we're going to be chasing the elites over here. We need to get all of our key pieces. So that's going to be 1 from the elite, 1 from a chest, and 1 from a campfire. So this route looks like the easiest way, so I'm not doing double elites. Although, we could go a little weird and do a double elite. Yeah, why not? Let's have some fun. So, first things first, we can zap. I don't need to defend because he's buffing up. That's what this little flat fire there means. And we can get an extra lightning, so we get extra 6 damage per turn. Caca. So now he'll be coming after me for 6 damage, so I can defend. Compile Driver over here, draw 2 cards, because that's always fun. Really? It only drew... Oh, unique orb. I've only got 1 type. And then I don't mind taking 1 damage, so we'll just toss the strike. Now I've got him within 14, so that's within killing range. Because if I ever do any evokes over here, those are worth 8 damage apiece. So let's go ahead. Actually, I want to play this a little safer, so let me go ahead and defend, make sure I get the full 1, and do a zap, and that's going to be 9 damage. No matter what, I beat him next turn, and I'm not worried about it. So let me draw my strike real quick, because that's all I need to win. Toss the strike. Ba-doom. First guy down. No problem. Okay, turbo. Ooh, gain 2 energy. Add a void to your discard pile. I mean, at least it only hits once. It's a little earlier, though. Steam Barrier is always fun because it is a free block. Beam Cell is also fun. I just wish Vulnerable affected orbs. So if we went for an orb build, Beam Cell isn't very useful. But I do also like 0-cost cards. Let's go ahead and take Beam Cell. Maybe we can go Claws after this. Dead End! Remove a card, transform a card, upgrade a card. Let's go ahead and upgrade a card. What is Compile Driver? 10 damage early isn't bad. Multicast over there is an X+1, so even at 0, it still gets an an Invoke. Zap being free is always nice too. Let's go ahead and do that. Goop. Do we want to take... I'm doing 2 elites, so I really don't want to bother with the free relic, because I'm going to get my relics off the elites. Plus, I'm always unlucky and it takes me 5 or 6 tries. But half health. Hi, Mortis. Because I assumed that was you. Good news. I got the overlay fixed for this game. Originally, I had to watch for it over here on my OBS. But I figured out with Dixper, if I launched it to go find Detect the Game, it'll work with Slay the Spire. Because for whatever reason, Slay the Spire is built as an always on top game, and it would get on top of the overlay. So I wasn't seeing all the effects last time. But I'm glad you're here. As always, Hello Kitty jump scares get me every time. All right. Well, you're not too late. I just started to run. So we're only like a couple of little events in here. It's good to have you. I'm ready to see you tomorrow. The goal for the State Fair tomorrow is I'm going to show up bright and early and get the table all set up. And then just kind of leave it with Mike until I can get back. I have to run to Stillwater and back at... I have to be up there at 11. No. It's okay. If that table can sit alone, I just won't put anything expensive out there. I'll set up the crokinole tables and some goodies and let just people have at it. And then Mike said he was getting you all of your stuff to get into the fair, because I think I've only got mine. I need to make sure I don't lose that. I don't want to bother with becoming cursed. I'm unlucky when it comes to that. So I'm looking forward to it, though. I mean, the time flies by pretty quick. Squirt. Good to hear. Ugh, gross. All right, so we're going to put a bunch of defense up there. Really, I could just straight up just do defense versus these guys and probably survive. Although they do their buffs like that. So I can do a free zap. I can toss. I don't want to do this. I can put a vulnerable on him. Oh, I needed to level that up. That would do 9 damage to him. Oh, I get the defense anyway, so the pile driver almost take him out. Maybe I'll get a lucky lightning strike. No. Oh, yeah, I can't wait to get out to the State Fair. Sitting table on that one is so much fun. Thunk, and I lose some health. Again, compile driver there, beam cell there. All done. Liquid memories, get a free card back from your discard. Go for the eyes is always nice. Yeah, let's stick with the free runs, because I would definitely like to do like an FTL and whatever the other turbo one is that gives you all your 0 cards back. Did you come out to the State Fair event last year? I'm trying to remember. I don't know if... Because I know your buddy will likely be there where you buy all your shirts from, so just prepare yourself. I'm not going to bother doing this, because I want to see if I can at least get the zap up, because I'd rather have the extra damage ready to go for him. Again, I did not get the zap. Yeah, it's a good time. And there's at least a couple of good food trucks right outside from where we are. All right, so get the zap. Compile driver. All right, and then strike. We're just going to lie in with as much damage as we can to start, because this guy is not the easiest with defect, just because my damage seems to be low and often. Go for the eyes is great, because it gives me weak. It makes it easier to defend. Could have beam celled him just to do a little extra damage. And I don't really want to evoke it. That's a lot of damage. Although, Is it 8 damage now, or do I want to save it up? Yeah, we'll just run it. Last year, we had a booth right outside of where we were that did deep fried buffalo chicken dip wontons that Jason from SD Way and I were just like, we couldn't get enough of them. Get as much defense as I can on that one. Maybe 6 or 8. I'd rather just do the 6, and we're going to take a little damage. Oh, they were good. But we're always on the... Do you know where the Modern Living building is? So it's that little older building that has like the 2 big square rooms in it. That's kind of towards the back. If you remember where the... since you haven't been in years, if you remember over where the big circle is and where the log cabin train track... Okay, you got the map. Yeah, it's over in that area. And so, you know, you got the root beer stand right out there, the start of the midway. It's pretty freaking cool. We're just going to go straight damage, because really that's all we can do here. One of my least favorite ones to fight, although a lot of the elites in this particular round aren't my favorite, just because, like, the gremlin kind of stinks too. Oh, of course you weakened me. 7, and that's 9. That should do it. Yeah, lucky math, because I definitely had the count wrong on that one. I thought I was just going to take a whole bunch of damage. All right. Art of War. If you do not play any attacks for your turn, get an additional energy. Cool. Essence of Darkness. Channel 1 dark for each orb slot. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's great for that evoke card that I have. And then Chaos would probably be good because I have that run for all of the... For the draw a card for each unique orb. Do I want to go ahead and take the... I need to, just because I still have high health. I could save it for later, but... Alright, so this will... Oh, this isn't. That's fine. So... why are they doing so much damage? Can't do much against it. Just gotta start playing into them. Alright, go for the eyes. I can at least weaken him up. Oh, that's right. He doesn't get the debuff. Okay. So, defend. And then we'll go ahead and do the compile driver to get some damage. Oh, for all the good it does me. Still going to take a little bit of hurt. But once I get one of them down, it becomes much more manageable. Gross. Alright, 1 down. Now I only have to deal with 11 damage coming each turn. I'd be happier not having to deal with all of these dazed cards, too. Oh, I'm just straight up taking the damage on this one, aren't I? That stinks! So I think we have a... Yeah, I can get to a flame without really taking too much more damage. Just have to survive this. Ah! What's up, bees? Woo! Was not ready. Alright, come on, one lucky hit. There we go. Yeah, the skeleton scares you so much more. I mean, like, Hello Kitty gets you, but it's not even the skeleton that pops up. It's the ha! You can't even be ready for it, even if you tried. Good to hear, Beans. That means you got a big run of tests coming. Ancient Tea set. Whenever you rest site, next combat you start with an extra 2 energy. Ah, of course. And then we got that key set. So now all I need is the chest key, which comes up next. I wouldn't mind having fusion. But bullseye is nice since I'm doing so much electric. Let's see what they give me as a choice. Juzu, we're not worried about. We'll go ahead and take that one. Yeah, I don't miss having to go through all those tests. Hopefully you're almost done. We can go for the eyes here and mitigate some damage there. Cost to defend. Chaos to get another one. That'll give us some extra defense, which is always great. Still, unfortunately, taking some damage, but we only have to get through this fight, and then we'll be fine. So I can beam cell, get them down within 1 attack, and then toss a bunch of defense, so we're safe from that one. Thank you for that clip. I'll need to save that one. Goodness. Alright, so defend. Compile driver over here. Go ahead and defend, because I'd rather be safe since I'm low health. Oh, goodness gracious. You're going to give me a heart attack one of these days, Mortis. I can do that for an 8 damage. Go for the eyes. Take him out. Meteor Strike I would love to be able to actually play. But you have to use that later on, and early in it's just a dead card. I'm going to take it just for the fun of it to see if I can get there. Now, I've got to rest because I need to start healing up. All right, Beans, I appreciate you coming in, and as always, we appreciate the lurk. So, good luck with your studying, good luck with your tests coming up, and then good luck with the next run coming up. Hopefully we'll get some more Tetris in soon, Bubba. Let's go this way because then I get an extra fire. I get an extra one, and I get Meteor Strike. Yes! Boom! And I get to channel 3 Plasma, which means I get an extra 3 energy every turn. Go for the eyes. Makes him weak. And I am out of energy. That's okay. It was worth it just for the big damage. Yeah, so now I have 6 energy each turn. So I can do something... Well, hold on. This is just for the fun of it. So I could multicast this, right? And now I have 12 energy. I can't do anything with it. Wow, I chaosed another one. So I can play everything. And then that's all I can do. That's hilarious. Now I just need to do that on purpose. Alright. Let's get some extra damage in here. So that, compile driver, all done. Attack potion's always good because then we get extra attack cards. Block is probably going to be a good thing to get. I like that one, but I don't like having to deal with unblocked attacks. It happens more often than I'd like to admit. But I don't want to set the precedent that I need consistent... come on, brain. Consistent hits being taken. Like, if I had something like the vampire bites instead of strikes, I'd be pretty good. That's a lot of damage to be coming at me to do that, but I want to do it again. It's just too much. Now, if I were smarter, I'd have done like the attack potion just to mitigate some of the damage I'm taking. Now, this guy takes 2 turns, and then he does like 50 damage, which is always kind of wild. Okay, so I can do it again. I would like to have that plus the draw card ones in my hand for that to be worth it. I mean, just go ahead and multicast it anyway, because you evoke it 6 times, so I get 12 energy. And then I just get to cast whatever I want. I've got the block to that, so I do need to do some damage. I'm going to go ahead and drink this one, and it costs 0. I've only damaged or evoked 1 lightning, so that's not all that great. I'm going to do Sweeping Beam just because I need to do the damage to all of them. Oh, you get stronger every time I hit you. You're one of those. That's annoying. Oh, it's only 25 damage. I thought it was a lot more than that. I should be able to take him out, because what I can do is Beam Cell and Bullseye. Yeah, that puts me down to like 2. Compile Driver gives me 2 more cards to play. I have 3, so I don't need to use the multicast. It would just be funny. Just go for the eyes on him. Now let's get the defense up. That's not going to be enough to take him out, so I can at least weaken this guy up. Oh, I mean, I should have hit him anyway, just for the chance for the lightning to do the damage. Ouch. That's right. He goes away next turn. Let me just zap again, get another free round of energy. Strike to knock him out. Chaos to evoke an orb that I don't get to see what it is because I won. Alright, didn't I get... Hold on. I thought I got Fusion. I have not picked up Fusion. So, I mean, with the way I'm sitting now, I need to go ahead and get that one. And another rest, because I've got Thorn Boy coming up. My least favorite boss from the very beginning one. And it doesn't start me with Meteor Strike on this one, which stinks, because now I won't have the 5 energy. Static to his card choose. I know I'm getting hit with this one. And I have defends that are not doing me any good. What I can do, though, is let's go ahead and do Liquid Memories, and I'll pull Zap out and do it again. Oh, no, I wanted Static Discharge. But that's a power. It goes away. That was dumb of me to do. It's okay. We're still doing 9 damage a turn. I need to get something that ups my focus for my orbs. All right. So that'll do 8 plus 6 is 14, and I need 17 damage, and I don't have it. Let's do Chaos. I can do 9 damage. I ain't got it. Oh, technically I do. Gotta do that one. And Fusion is much fun. Well, I mean, I'm only losing 1 Dark Orb. But that'll give me the extra energy every turn. I need to get 2 of those going so I can cast Meteor Strike every time it shows up. Because it doesn't go away. Alright, so first things first, I do not, of course I do not have a defend. Do I want, I got the Meteor Strike anyway. Do it to it, why not? Bam! And then I can go for the eyes. I know I take 3, but at least he weakens, so it evens out. I could have Beam Celled him, but... and the multicast, I don't really want to cast anything, so there's no point in me casting off any of those plasmas. And I get the free one because getting hit. Alright, so this time I can toss it. Oh, yeah. You got to take the 3. Bam! Alright, now Fusion I can technically get for free. It just doesn't do me any good. It's just playing a card. So we're just going to toss the defense out. And then do some damage. Now, Lock On, it just... If I have Lightning, whenever they go off, he gets an extra 50% damage. So instead of 3, they deal 4. Alright, so I can do Chaos. Let's go ahead and do that. Zap, because we like more damage. Multicast will put him right back into his defense, which is kind of what I want. And then I'm out of energy. So, there we go there. This is working surprisingly well. Alright. Well, we're going to take some damage here, but I think we'll be okay. And then go for the eyes. I'm taking more damage than I should. I really just have to out-damage him, though. Toss the defense. Ah! What's up, ducky? There, and that'll take him out. Nice! What's up, Odd? How you doing? That duck is still so adorable. Here, I tell you what. Let's have some fun. Let's go ahead and get our daily drop going. There we go. Pin until end of stream. So if you guys would like to get your free Dexter drops to mess with me some more, just that way y'all can have some fun without us necessarily having to donate at the very beginning, you can get some fun ones in here. Because this game is great for Winston because we get to sit down and enjoy him instead of me trying to play Tetris in the background at the same time. All for one. That's what it is. Put all 0 cost cards. What am I at? Zap. I've just got the 3. Okay. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take Thunderstrike. Although Fission's not bad either. I mean, I kind of want to take that one too. It's just remove, not evoke, though. Let's do Thunderstrikes. Okay, no, those are kind of pretty. Look at that. It needs some music with it, though. Alright, so extra energy but more strength. Energy, but I can no longer smith at rest sites, which I haven't upgraded anything, which is scary. Gain energy, but you can no longer rest at rest sites, which means I can't heal. I think I'll take the no smith, because I'm not having much luck, and I don't want the enemies to be stronger as it is. The game's getting harder and harder over here. Alright, so now I don't have to go through elites if I don't want to, which means I need to go through this way. It's all pretty much about the same amount of battles. And I really don't want to go through elites right now, just because unless my deck starts... hey, thanks, Bubba. Way to use that sword. Alright, let's get the zap out there. Let's get the chaos. So I've channeled 2 so far, so it does 14 damage. I mean, he keeps his shield, so I kind of need to. Go for the eyes. He's not attacking, so I don't need to worry about the defense. Get that shield mitigated as best as I could. Yeah, the bots have been enforced again. I had like several streams for a while that bots never bothered me, and now all of a sudden they are everywhere again. I can take some damage, though. I mean, I've got a plasma out there, so I'll get 2 energy back. So there we go. Meteor strike. Bam! And then I can get the 2 energy to toss my 2 defense out here. And so I don't take any damage. I can't believe this is working. Okay. Pile driver over here. Yeah, that is true, because, you know, my affiliate, and, you know, I stream once in a blue moon out there. Definitely gets hit quite a bit. And then strike, and then strike. There we go. Auto shields. If you have no block, gain 11 block. That's... I don't hate that. I mean, it's better than my other block. And recursion's not bad with how many of the good orbs I'm getting. I'll take recursion. Now let's run through here and see if maybe I can get some lucky events. Duplicate a card in your deck. What is worth duplicating? What do I want to cast more of? Multicast isn't a bad choice. Let's do that. I wish it was upgraded. Again, 1 short of getting the free meteor strike. Alright, so I can do the recursion. At least get the damage out there. I don't want to leave myself with no orbs, which is a shame. So we're going to bully up on this guy, and we're just going to take some damage. I probably should have at least used my poke. Well, it's only upgrades for this fight. I'd rather save that for like an elite. I'm definitely getting too attack heavy, though. Drop chaos. Alright, then I can bullseye, and then we'll toss the 2 defense to at least cancel out one of these guys' attacks. It's a shame lock-on didn't force the attack on the orbs. I always thought it did. Static discharge. I've channeled 3, so I'll give me 21. I can at least... No, it's random. Poop. Alright. I'm going to do this just because I get to evoke it once mandatorily. Because he's going to defend and run, but I didn't want to take 16 damage. Alright, so we can zap. Beam cell for the weak. Go for the eyes. He's running. I can't do anything about it. We channeled the plasma. So we just lose out on the gold he stole. So what was that? 30 gold? Poof. Ah, capacitor. That's what I'm looking for. I need those extra orb slots. Bad. Snecko, no! So the quirk with this guy is once he hexes you, all of your card costs randomize each time you draw them. Now the cool thing with that multicast on this one, so this grows by 6 damage each time. So whenever I get to multicast that, it's going to be 12 times X damage. Now this, on the other hand, is great. What's up, Cuckoos? Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, no. Dodge them. All right, so we can beam cell here, add the vulnerable, pop the strike for free. Meteor strike. Now, it's only going to be 12 damage, but at least I get to channel those. I can recursion again. Now, this is the silly thing. I can recursion and just get more energy, but I don't have anything to do with the energy. I wish I had something else to give me a generated card draw. Like, there's a relic, the ever-spinning top, believe it or not, from Inception. If you run out of cards, you draw a card. He's doing 22 damage, and I don't have a single defensive item. But I have at least 7 energy to play with. Alright, so, I mean, I've got to bullseye. And I've done, that only does 14 damage, unfortunately. That's not enough. That kind of stinks. Like, I can fusion and I get it right back. That's just silly. I mean, 14 damage is really the best option I have. So we're just going to do it. And I wish I had one lightning to polish him off, but we're just going to have to take the hit. That's the real problem with Snecko, although my deck is also built really poorly because I don't have a lot of defense here. And I can just go for the eyes. Good to go. Let's get out. Strength potion. And the worst part is he's a free, or excuse me, a regular enemy, not an elite enemy. White noise I always have to take because I like the free power. Alright, and again, very low on the defense. Didn't I take that shields card? Did I not take that one? Okay, so chaos, recursion for the free 8 damage, and you know, doing that for 6 damage isn't really the greatest option. Let's go ahead and hit the bird here. So we're going to take 10 damage. This might be a short run again. We haven't had real great luck with our defect runs. Alright, so white noise to see what I get. Defragment, so that's 1 focus. Now what that means is they all do 1 more damage or gain 1 more damage each time. It's great. Go for the eyes, that means he doesn't do any damage to me now. Put up static discharge, and I can go ahead and toss the defend, because what else am I going to do? Now this hex that he's going to put on me, it causes me to gain a daze, that gray card that evaporates every time it ends up in my hand. I get one of those every time I cast a skill, so any of my rectangle cards. Alright, 404. So, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and compile driver, our buddy here, because I need to get rid of him because he's about to get really strong. I can beam cell and strike, and that'll put him on the ground, keeps him from getting buff. Defend. Now, I want to use capacitor so bad, but I need to protect against the damage to see if I can survive it. Now he's doing 14, and I'm not going to draw anything. Oh, okay, so what I can do is that there. Because it's... How many lightnings? So that's 21 damage. Or I can fusion, get the free energy for next turn. Or better yet, multicast, because that evokes it 3 times, so it'd be 60, 78 damage. So it's almost plus 8. That might outright kill. That's 7. Yep, that gets him. Woo-hoo-hoo! Thank you, Focus. That defragment worked out for us. Okay, this one's kind of fun. Just so that way I can keep doing the rotating orb summons. And if I get an early capacitor, I'll be in better shape. Another one of these again. Alright, so we're going to have to get our boy down quickly. I'm so jumpy today. I am so jumpy. How did that get me? Zap, do a chaos. I mean, might as well just recursion and strike. I can't do anything to defend, so that's game. I've been cursed. I will never finish this poor guy's run. Alright, back into it. We will get a complete defect run by the end of the day, dang it. Alright, no curse. I don't want that one. Lose starting relic. I kind of have to have the relics for this guy because otherwise he's really hard to start with. So we'll do the free upgrade and take the free zap. Alright, so I didn't hit a store the single time last run. Alright, so let's go. Let's do some card stuff. Going through 2 stores is probably not the best idea, but it'll give us a good chance to get something worth a dang. Right, so I'm using the defense, and I'll go ahead and pop the strike on him because I'd like to get rid of him. It's just one extra creature to deal with. Slimed. Alright, zap, get another one on there. Let's get rid of you, and don't need to bother with the defense. If I had something that required me to play a card, that'd be worth tossing off, but otherwise, it's just a waste of time. Another zap. I'll just dual cast, and that, bam, 2 8s, because it evokes it twice. Speed potion just gives me 5 dexterity, so my blocks gain an additional 5 block every time I use a block one. Okay, this is... Either having streamline early is good, or self-repair early is good. And with the way my games have been running, let's go ahead and do self-repair. See if we get any ones. Barrage for free channeled orb. Blizzard, I have never been able to make that card work. Draw 3 cards isn't bad. Channel. Storm I like if I go a power build. And it's early enough I can divert into it. Why not? Let's go for it. Leaves me with 37 gold, so maybe I can get a couple of gold over here before I get to the next store. I mean, with self-repair, I'm more likely to do this one. Alright, so now I don't have to worry about enemies showing up on these question marks. I need to go through the key, so I need to pick my elite, and I prefer to do the round 1 elites. Get the defend, get the zap. Honestly, it's 6 or 16. This early, I'll run through my deck twice. It's not a big deal. Just a wee bit of damage, that's all. See, now I can storm. Self-repair gives me an electricity because of storm. He's not hurting me, so strike, and now he's going to take 9 damage a turn. And I get to heal 7 at the end of this, so... As long as I get to survive this, which is, 16 damage there, plus a strike. Bam, and I get the heal. Score. Alright, so charge battery. Ball lightning isn't bad because it's damage plus lightning. But I love claw. I just love claw. Alright, for 48 gold, we're probably not going to get a chance to get anything good. Although, loop is a power. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take it. And I like loop because it basically gives me an additional... passive ability on the next orb. So it'll give me an extra 3 damage if I've got a lightning up front. Alright, I have enough health. Oh, I mean, having the early upgrade would be nice, but I'd really rather take... It'll be better once I get this done for the first time, so I don't feel like I have to go fight the final boss. Alright. Storm, loot, zap! Ah! Zap! Your timing is impeccable, as always. As always. Alright, so let's go ahead and get self-repair going. Claw for more damage, and for him, I mean, he gains 2 strength, so I'd really be only losing out on 3. Well, hold on, let me do this. Strength, defend. That was a big change. Okay. Well, won't be doing that anymore. It's alright, I think I can outdamage him. That 2 strength was a big jump. I feel like there was a miscalculation somewhere. Alright, so Claw does 5 this time, and strike. Strike. That was a defend, dang it. Alright, so if I dual cast, that's 16. I mean, I might as well. I didn't realize it was a skill, though. I thought it was an attack. Whoopsie doodle. It's alright. I've got the damage to knock him out on this one. Plus, we have to remember we have the health. Mummified Hand, whenever you play a power card, a random card in your hand costs 0. Whoops. Alright, now I don't have any problem taking Streamline. Now all I need is my my energy generation powers, and I will be really set. Okay, Streamline does 15, so just bam. And next time I see it, it'll cost 1. Strike, go ahead and get his shield off. And then I just have to hit him twice next turn, and the caterpillar is no more. I don't have Storm done, so I just have to strike. Don't make it overcomplicated. Okay, Seek's kind of nice, because then I get to go get a power. Yeah. See what our item is. Nunchaku. I mean, I'm not really playing a lot of attacks. I'm playing powers. So let's go ahead and just grab the key. We've got all the keys now. We're good to go there. Do I want to try and go through the elite? Or do I want to go the easy route through the store? Because do I really need more cards? I mean, unless they're powers, I don't think that's what I want. Bag of marbles. Vulnerable at the start of every round. Always nice. Lets me do more damage with physical attacks. That's a lot of damage coming all of a sudden. See, this is why the harder difficulties get real rough, because that's 21 damage at the start, and I don't have a lot of defense. So Storm and Loop and defense. And then I can, like, hit a strike. I could drink the focus potion, and that would do 5 damage per turn. I just hate to waste that on this fight. I know I'm going to be taking damage. I just don't want to take damage. Alright, let's... We're going to get hit, but at least the blob's only 1 hit away from being gone, and then it's just a 1 monster fight, which is not a big deal. Okay, now I can Seek, go get self-repair, cast that. Now one of my strikes is free, so we can just get rid of him. Don't need the defense. Don't have any more powers, though. Rawr. Alright, so I can zap. Claw to do the extra 3. Streamline does 15. I can defend, and then Streamline just does more damage. Although, if I hadn't to defend and attacked him, he'd have been gone. That's what I get for being too fast on the draw. It's okay. I get 7 health back. Heat sinks is good because, especially if I'm doing powers, I want to keep drawing. Capacitor is good. Let's go ahead and get that because, again, that's a power and I get more slots. I need more defense, but having more claws is nice. Choices. Let's do it. We're like 0 for 10 on our defect runs anyway, so. Alright, so zap to kick off. We can do the defense. And I'll go ahead and trigger the self-repair. Loot becomes free then. See? Meant to do that. Totally wasn't lucky. Alright, then I can cast Storm over here. Strike becomes free. Capacitor, something else becomes free. Claw, strike, defend. I mean, I'm still taking 5 damage, but we're doing a lot more. I could have done the Essence of Steel and gone 4. But again, don't want to waste. Claw's doing 5 now. Streamline to win. Really, I just need some kind of either intrinsic relic that gives me some base defense or some other good defense cards. So, you know, getting like that one innate card that starts out with like 10 defense on it would be something I really could use. Double your energy exhaust. It's not a bad card. I just don't know if I want it. And I haven't been doing a lot of orb summoning, so I don't think that's the right way to go. I don't want to clutter. I'll take double energy. It's not a clutter card. Well, I mean, if you insist. Now I can streamline and hit him. Oh, wow. Claw. Claw. Need to throw the defense and at least suck up some of the damage. And then hopefully I can get my self-repair power before. Because now he should be doing his buff. Okay, so Seek. I can go get self-repair. Do that. Use Capacitor. Defense is free. Doesn't do me any good. Strike. Strike. Toss the free defense. But no matter what, he's toast before he can hurt me. And I get the heal. So, we. Now I just need something is every time you cast a power, you heal. And then I'll be in really good shape. I really don't want to bother with any of these. I've already got a Streamline in my deck, and there's no sense of me putting multiple in there. What boss we got? Big Boss Gloop. I don't have a lot of defense. So I don't know if he's a... Hold on, let me go see what the Smith Streamline is. It's just additional damage. Storm makes that innate, which is really handy. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that one. Because having that at the start of my hand will make the consistent, constant damage more likely. So Storm. I don't need to double energy on this one. I can go ahead and drink the plated armor. So that what that does is it gives me 4 block at the end of every turn no matter what. When I get hit and take damage, it reduces that count by 1. And then might as well go ahead and drink my focus potion. I'm not going to apply the weak until I know I'm going to get hit by his big damage. And I don't want to double my energy because I don't have anything to spend it on. We'll get it on its way back. Slime. Alright, let's go ahead and Seek so I can get another power. We'll get Heat Sinks, so play that one. So now whenever I play another power, we're good to go. Claw and Streamline, get that down to costing 1 in the future. Now all I have to see, once I get him down to 70 though... Once I get him to 70, he splits. So as long... The dual strike will do... What is that, 10? So 20 damage. That'll get him to split. So I can self-repair. Oh, wow, that channels. That evokes. Loop. Okay, now he's going to split instead of hitting me for 30 some odd. Claw, because now he splits, he's going to split with that amount at the bottom. So I want to do as much damage as humanly possible, because now he's going to split into 2 that have 31 health. Well, 21 health. Now I can pretty much outright kill his splits. Thank you for that upgrade, because otherwise I'd have had to wait for Storm to come around. All right, Capacitor. Let's go ahead and get that freebie out there. You're doing damage, so let's go and strike you. Let me toss the dual cast. Yeah, okay, just to see if I get lucky, because that way it determined on whether or not I had to toss the defend or not. Fairy in a bottle. Whenever you die, I get 30% of your health back. Whew. Okay, now I think because I always end up with all these extra slots, having Rainbow would be a good one to go ahead and take. It is expensive, but maybe we'll get lucky. Double effectiveness of potions. I always end up with the Sozu Relic at some point, so I don't want to do that. Elites drop an additional relic. I kind of like where this build is going. And then Astrolabe, I don't like transforming cards because I don't like randomness in a random game. I want to control it as much as possible. Alright, so now that I've got the Black Star, I do want to try and go through as many elites as possible. So that weighs 2. It's pretty much the same number of mobs no matter what that way. If I go that route, I don't get the early rest. So let's just pick this one and see how my damage goes for the first few rounds. Okay, so Storm. Awesome. I'm not going to be able to do much on this one. Claw. Do the defend, at least block one of the birds. I can toss the weak to protect against 5 damage, but I don't know if that's worth it. And dual cast doesn't count as a hit, so really I'm just sacrificing. I'm doing 16 damage instead of 3 every turn. I think what I'm going to do is throw the weak at this guy and just negate the 5 damage. Because again, we'll have the self-repair, so I'll get some weight back. Let me go ahead and do... Rainbow's coming up. Let's do Heat Sinks. I get the zap again. Now I've got a full load over here going. I still don't have 3 hits, so really I just want to be doing as much damage as possible. And unfortunately, these guys do get damage resist because they're flying. That's their little quirk. They receive half damage while they're flying, but if you hit them 3 times in the same round, they're stop flying. That weak turned out. But now these guys are doing 10 damage a turn. All right, Capacitor. Give me a free defend. Self-repair I want to get going. Give me another free defend. Awesome. Loop. So now it's going to put everything in there. Get my free defenses out. So he's still taking half damage. So I'm going to have to do that. And then that. And it's still doing 1. I have to hope for a lucky strike. There we go. Alright, so I'm still going to end up taking 9 damage, is it? But now we have better control over the mission. Or over the round. And then I can do something fun, like double energy here. Rainbow. Claw for 7. And strike. Defend. And that does it. Now, luckily, Orb is unmitigatable damage, so it just does that damage, no matter what their, takes X damage from attacks and stuff like that. Defragment, I absolutely need to have. It makes all my orbs stronger. And it's power. It's really good to get Storm and Defragment at, like, the very beginning. Ah, I didn't get Streamline. That stinks. You always kind of hope you get that one as the cost 0. Alright, so we'll Seek again and go get Defragment. Heat Sinks. Now I can Defragment, get card draw. Defense, because I need it. Strike is free, Claw is free, get that one running up, and then double energy is not going to do me any good. I can roll the attack, but I think I'd rather save that for a big elite battle since I'm going after more relics. Alright, Capacitor, because it's going to make something free anyway. Zap to channel the lightning. Claw, strike. And we're just going to run these through because they're going to do a whole bunch of damage. It's a shame I didn't get self-repair out, though. And I don't want to bother with any of those. It's just going to blow up my deck. Alright, so Storm. Okay, getting Rainbow for free is nice. Seek. What do I want to do? Defragment. That's a free defend. That's a Rainbow, so I can roll those through, get some damage, and get all the damage block that I need. And I get some extra shield each turn. Block. One of these days I'll use the right term for it. Okay, so Self-Repair in hopes, because you always want to see if Streamline goes for free. And then Streamline there. And then I can use my free attacks there. We're going to take some damage, but that's okay. All I want to make sure is when that evokes, he's the only man standing. Do I have multicast yet? Do not have multicast. Alright, Heat Sinks. Zap. Again, I don't mind these. Claw, claw, claw. And I wasn't paying attention, and I totally evoked and hit that guy with that 20 damage. Whoops. Capacitor. We're drawing anyway. Alright, defend. Because it's really all I get to do. And double energy isn't going to do me good. What is that, 11 damage we're taking? Oof. I need to get a better self-repair. I need to upgrade it. Loop. Defend is free. It's not doing me any good. Dual cast. 2 damage, but Loop will take care of him at the very beginning. There we go. Okay, another Storm Plus is nice because now I can cast that twice and get a whole bunch of fun stuff. Now I just get to channel Electric like crazy. I'm gonna let all the gold go because at 56, and that's a really hard battle as it is, I would rather not risk that one. I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do is go through the fire and upgrade before that one. I guess I'm just gonna become Cursed Decay. Whoops. I want to upgrade over here. Let's see if there's any powers that are worth it. Defragment's pretty worth it. Double energy becomes free, which is really nice. Rainbow just causes it not to exhaust. And self-repair, that's only 10. It's not really worth it. I'm going to do the defragment. Because now I've got 2 focus. It makes all my orbs that much stronger. And let's take a shot. Stabby Book. So every time he hits me for damage, I get a wound. Alright, Storm. Awesome. Storm. Awesome. Self-repair. Strike. Double energy does nothing. I'm going to go ahead and take the attack potion. The Doom and Gloom is what I might do. Because it's free. And double energy does me no good, so... We're just going to take some damage. And wounds are just dead cards that you have to draw. It's an unfortunate part of it. So Heat Sinks. Score. Capacitor. Gain 2 orb slots. Zap. Claw. Defend. Again, still didn't take damage. I mean, it's free. I will be summoning more orbs, and I'd rather get him down as fast as possible because in the War of Attrition, he's going to win. Especially when I reshuffle and have to deal with a whole bunch of other stuff. Alright, Loop. Streamline's free! Yes! Defragment! Do I have another power in here still? I do not. So, I mean, I might as well go ahead and Seek. And get Claw, because I'd rather have it free. Streamline for 15. Defend. Strike. And bam. Okay. Got him through. So now we get Pen Nib. Every 10th attack deals double. Nice. Letter Opener. Every time you play 3 skills in a single turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies. It's great for defensive or skill-based, which we're kind of skill-based. And then some Essence of Steel, which is always good. Recursion. I mean, it's a free card. And it's an Orb Evoker, and it restacks your orbs, so that's great for, like, Dark Orbs. Oh, no, not Snecko. It's okay. Storm. Storm. Claw. Strike. And then Defense does good, but... You know, having a 1 and 0 cost the way they threw Snecko, this is where Snecko really ends up hurting you because all of your stuff can cost a lot more. So Recursion, Defragment, it's going to turn something to 0, which is awesome. That's already 0, so that should turn Streamline to 0, right? Oh wait, no, because it's not a power. And then I'm going to go ahead and dual cast. And we at least save a little bit of damage. I need to make sure self-repair happens before he dies. Self-repair goes no matter what. Alright, and then Capacitor will turn Loop to 0. So that's automatically going to cause that to evoke. There we go. And I get my 7 health back. Draw 2 cards out of burn your discard pile. Ah.
Pizza time.
Now I want pizza. I actually had pizza for lunch. It was very good. It's been a while. I think it was actually Little Caesars that came in. And it's been a long time since I had Little Caesars pizza. It's kind of tasty. Yeah, we'll just do another Recursion. Because again, Orb Summons. Chest. Akabeko. First attack each combat does an additional 8 damage. I mean, can't go wrong with free damage. Alright, now I can get to another fire to another elite if I go this way. Kind of braving it a little bit. Oh, it would be nice to be the 3rd storm over there. As it is, I don't think there's much of anything I want. I can do a card removal service, and I just get rid of a strike. Because strikes aren't doing me any good. I'm kind of doing everything through power and electricity. Oh, this is always kind of a rough one. It's just 8 coming in, and of course I don't have any defense cards again. Storm again. Zap. Recursion. Strike. We got to get that healer down as fast as we can. I should have used that for the armor. I definitely need some form of heal and better defense. Heat Sink. Capacitor, let's get some more orb slots. Self-repair. Seek to go get another power. Defragment over here. Recursion again to do some more damage. Claw and defend. More damage! That's what I'm talking about. Loop. Streamline. There we go. I gotta remember my double energy is free now, so I don't have to worry about that. Go for the eyes might be a good one to have since I don't have all that much defense. I need to rest on this one because I'm gonna need my health. Alright, let's see what event we get. Upgrade all strikes and defends, which is probably pretty handy. Or remove a card from our deck. Honestly, let's go ahead and just upgrade all the strikes and defends. Because for the block I do get, it's not really been good enough. Alright, let's see what our other elite is over here. Ah, the Three Stooges. That's what I want to see. That's a lot of powers. Power! Power! Capacitor! Now, the problem is they're going to do so much damage to me at the very beginning. I'm going to have to do that. And I really want to take out this guy in the back because he does so much. Go for the eyes. I mean, I know it's already 0, but it'll at least weaken it up a little bit so that way I'm taking a little less damage. It's equivalent to 4 block. But now I've got a whole rack full of lightning. Alright, recursion, and zap that. Zap again. I mean, defense plus, kind of gotta. And deal 11 damage, so I've got to go ahead and get rid of him, because that's the best option for getting damage off the table. My deck is getting a little bloated because I'm this far in and I don't have all of my powers. So let's go and seek. Defragment would be nice, but I really need to make sure I get self-repair up and running. What can I do? I can strike, because when I dual cast, it's 16 damage, so he's already at 16. That'll force it to kill somebody, and then defense. There it is. Okay, we got out of there fairly undamaged. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. Cool. Potions always appear in combat rewards. Always great. Ancient potion gives us the artifact, debuff protection, and another self-repair. That's absolutely mandatory. And then I'm going to go ahead and rest again instead of upgrading. Because we've got Hyper Beam Boy here. Now, the goal here is to get as many... I'm going to go ahead and pay the one for heat sinks there. I know I'm missing out on a proc. But I 100% wanted to make sure I got the card draw. And I'm just going to take 2 damage because I can't do much about it. But hey, 55 damage in 1 turn. Not bad. Alright, so we can go for the eyes on him automatically and get him... Oh wait, he's got artifact, that's right. So we want to cast defense no matter what. Dual cast is nice, but it's not armed. I'm going to go ahead and drink the artifact potion to see if I can protect against one of the steals, because I still have a lot of power still left in there. And then I need to go ahead and weaken one of them up. We'll start on this guy. Oh, good. And I got some defense. Forgot about my fan over there. Okay, he took Rainbow, not a big deal. It is nice to cycle all my orbs through, and you got Seek, which is unfortunate, but once I get all my stuff done, I'll be okay. So first off, Capacitor, because I want the extra slots. Self-repair, because, I mean, it's not necessary on this one, because I heal at the end of the battle anyway. I'll go ahead and double energy, just in case. Defragment. And recursion for fun. Loop. And now Rainbow comes back. Claw, our other buddy over here, because I like to go ahead and just get rid of him. And defense does me no good, but we can toss it out there to do the extra damage. That's Screen Shake, man. Can I turn Screen Shake off? No. Okay. Okay, he's doing that, which means Hyper Beam is coming up here in just a little while. Alright, so recursion first off. Let's just go ahead and get that going. Oh, was it? Okay, let me go look at it. Okay, graphics, Screen Shake. Alright. Hopefully that'll turn it off, because with all of his orbs, it just kind of messes with my eyeballs. I can go ahead and streamline, or I can do the defense. It really does the same no matter what. So streamline turning into a lower cost for later on is kind of the way to go. Anything else 0? What I can do is seek for something that's 0. I can go ahead and go for the eyes and get it so I can get that last artifact off, because he will have Hyper Beam coming up in 2 turns. And I want, if I have that go for the eyes on that turn, it'll at least take a lot of that 50 some odd damage he's going to do away. Cast the defense, cast dual strike, extra 5, and some more 5. More damage. Alright, so he's going to up his strength again. Put some armor on. And now here's the 51. Now, I did not get my damage, unfortunately. Alright, so that, well, I mean, we're just going to defend everything we can. Because he'll have a wait turn after that, but we survived it. Barely. Alright, so 73. Let's go ahead and just do the rainbow. And that's 30 damage. And I can dual cast for 10, or just hit him for 18 because I've got the pen nib. Okay. It's okay. 10 damage happens next turn no matter what, so we got this. That go for the eyes came up 1 turn late. Alright, reboot. Also not bad. I'd rather have another Seek, to be honest, to go get all my powers. Alright, every 2 turns, gain an orb slot. Potions, no, or you can't get potions, but you get an extra energy. And then at start of each combat, channel 1 plasma. I mean, I've already got capacitor, so I get the 2 extra orb slots. So nuclear battery, I'd rather have the free energy every turn. I know it takes an orb slot, but I'd rather have it that way. Okay, we're still getting quite a few relics. I wouldn't mind going through at least 1 elite. I can go this route because that gives me 2 shops, and the elite, I get the option to go that way. Yeah, let's go that route. Because I don't have a lot of money for stores, but I'd rather get some. I do not remember the D20 floating around in the back of this level. Now these guys hurt because they gain 3 strength at the end of every turn. You've got to you got to put them down as fast as you can. So let's go ahead and get the, go for the eyes. Defragment. Nice. Self-repair. Self-repair again. And a strike. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So another streamline, which isn't bad, especially since I'm going to have more... Okay, I need more gain energy, so yeah, let's go and do aggregate. I wish I could know what my starting cards were before I chose this one. I'm going to go ahead and... I shouldn't, because I've been wanting to complete a run. But I'm going to give this one a shot. Okay, so Storm. Storm again. Now, unfortunately, I don't have anything to do with this with the double energy. Because nothing caught... I mean, yeah, I can draw 3 cards. Let's do that. Double energy. Self-repair. I really didn't need to use the double energy, but it's okay. Now let's see if we can focus this guy down. We're going to take a little damage. But that's what we have the self-repairs for. And once you get one of these guys down, it is not so bad. Alright, so let's go and seek, because I'd like to get heat sinks in. Alright, self-repair, get another draw card. Strike is free. I can streamline for 15 and hope he goes down. Or defend against block. I'll go ahead and drink this, just to give myself the extra armor. Of course, it hits everyone but the one I want to. But, you know, at least we're going to take a little bit less damage. We're just going to have to really hope for some easy basic rounds for some healing. Alright, capacitor. Let's get some more cards in there. Recursion. Recursion. Dual cast. Defend. Thank you. I was sitting there as like, he has been alive for entirely too long. And I'm doing this all for a relic. I just have to hope it ends up worth it. Defragment. Do I have any other powers in there? I can do aggregate. Is it for draw pile? Ugh. You gotta get it early in, don't you? Loop. Alright, he's gone anyway. Threaded needle. Start each combat with 4 plated armor. That will help. So that means I'm gonna have 4 armor every round unless I'm getting hit. Awesome. Reinforced body, I think I'm gonna take just for the additional block. It's been one of the hardest things to keep. I would also like to have something that continuously channels plasma. Alright, so Storm. Storm again. Self-repair. Oh, great. I channeled that into... You're hitting all of them. They all 3 need to die in, like, the same turn. It's random. It only hits the one it shouldn't. Every time. Alright, go for the eyes to drop your damage a little. Recursion here to go ahead and get that. We need to get these defenses up. I'll just evoke. He regenerates in 2 turns at half health, but at least he gets an extra 8 damage off the ground. And I get to survive all my all the incoming damage. Alright, heat sinks. Get another folk. Alright, we're going to take a little damage. Awesome. Alright, defragment. I'll go ahead and seek real quick. Get that loop in here. Self-repair. Capacitor. Loop again. All the damage you can think of. Streamline is free. Let's get it going. You just got to get it. Once you get all the powers in, you're good. I wonder if you can rebound your powers. I think you can. And it's way too late to get genetic algorithm. I'm going to go ahead and take skim for the card draw. Again, I'm overloading my deck again, but, you know. I got to take another power. It's kind of mandatory. Although I probably should have paid attention to this. What do I not want to have? Honestly, with everything I'm doing, I might as well take my strikes out.
Oh.
Please don't all three attack at the same time. Whoa, goodness gracious. Unfortunate that I didn't get heat sinks. This is going to be a lot of damage. Yeah, it sounds like I'm going to have to skip this elite if I survive this one. Not having screen shake has been pretty nice, though. Alright, let's seek. Go get heat sinks before all the rest of it goes away. Incursion again. I mean, gotta hit what we can. Because that at least gets one more guy out of there. Goodness gracious, that was so much damage. Alright, so that'll give me 5 more energy, so let's go and do that. Skim to draw the cards. Double energy. Now we got all day. Unfortunately, I didn't get any powers to do anything with. So streamline, take out... Well, I want to take out that guy no matter what, because he's doing the damage. Then claw, claw, defend, defend. Oh, I needed 3 skills. Blessing of the Forge. And it's just all hands, so that's not a big deal. Darkness, it's a little late for that one. I'd really rather not. Although adding additional skills isn't a bad deal. I'll put a Steam Barrier in there just because I'm forced into this. Ooh, no. Oh no, it's this. Okay, it's just card. And it's only from attacks though, so oof. Big oof. Alright. It's a shame I'm mostly a skill build. Alright, so I've got a lot in there, so let's go and do aggregate. I don't have heat sinks though, do I? Does aggregate... Okay, it doesn't exhaust, that's good. Reinforced body, I mean, I've kind of gotta... Now, if only I had barricade, imagine keeping that forever. This is the wrong build for this elite. And reinforced body does not exhaust. Good. Self-repair. Streamline goes free, which is nice. I'll go ahead and skim. Steam barrier. And then I want to go ahead and hit strike. Just that way that does more damage. See, this guy, it's really fun to play silence against this guy because you keep spawning shivs and you're hitting him over and over and over, and they keep doing more and more and more damage. Still don't have heat sinks, which is unfortunate. So there's no sense in me playing double energy. This might be all she wrote. What do I have left in here? Capacitor. I mean, I do have my fairy in a bottle, thankfully. I mean, you gotta play with what you got. I mean, if I'd have drank that, I'd have actually survived it. But we just gotta use the fairy in the bottle. This is gonna be a close call. And I've got nothing that causes draw right now, do I? Go ahead and just use aggregate so I make sure I have enough in there. Rainbow. Almost, man. Almost. If I had to use that plated armor and given myself one extra round, may have been what I needed. What did we get? So Hyper Beam. Lose 3 focus. Wow. Okay. So that'd be good if you're doing a no orb build. Exhaust a card. Gain equal to its cost. Not bad. Core Surge, deal 11 damage. Gain 1 artifact exhaust. That's not bad either. Back into the fold we go. Actually, we've been live for about an hour and a half. We're going to take our break real quick, so I will toss you over to our Champion Child video for Connor. I know a lot of you guys have already seen it. Make sure you take a break yourself. Stand up, stretch, go get a drink of water, use the restroom. I'll be back here in about 6 minutes. Thank you very much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you soon.
At 18 weeks, ultrasound ended with the words, "I have to go get the doctor." He was, like in a little incubator and had like tons of cords and tubes.
Like, well, there's something wrong, and I mean, we had no idea.
Part of the thrill of baseball.
He always keeps his eye on the ball. Here comes the pitch. It's a hit.
Connor was born at 36 weeks at OU Children's Hospital. I don't think I've ever seen so many people in a delivery room. It was just crazy, like how many different doctors and nurses and different people were in that room assisting him. Within 2 days, he had his first surgery, and they had to go in and basically kind of sew him back together. And then when he was 5 days old, he had to have a surgery to put a shunt in because he had fluid buildup in his brain. So I am actually a registered nurse. And so even having a nursing background, there was a lot of terminology and a lot of things I knew, but it's a little different when it's your own kid. There's a lot of things that hit differently. Our daughter at that time, Lily, was 5. So it's a big adjustment for her too. Like, a lot of attention was shifted to Connor too. I kind of started out looking for other families that maybe were sharing this medically complex life, or even other spina bifida families. And we actually were connected to another family. Their son had spina bifida, and he was actually the same age as our daughter. So they, in turn, actually kind of referred us to CHF. We first kind of got acquainted with the organization through their dance marathons. Through that, we then just kind of met some other families through that. So that's a big part of our village, I would say, is like CHF and other organizations that families like share that common bond. There's orthopedic issues, there's like kidney and bladder issues, there's mobility issues. CHF helps to provide funding and resources to be able to have all those doctors and resources available and locally.
Some of the doctors that Connor uses, if we had to switch neurosurgeons all the time, it's extra anxiety that it puts on our family because, you know, we've used one neurosurgeon, and there's some kids that have specialties that Oklahoma doesn't provide, you know, that they do have to go out of state. If his shunt quits working, he gets sick really fast, and it's very dangerous. So just to have the hospital that close, or, you know, an ambulance that can get to our house and then get to a hospital quickly is very important for us. I always knew growing up, you know, I wanted to be a dad. You know, I played sports. I wasn't very athletic, but I enjoyed sports, and so I played them anyways. There's this you know, program that we go to that allows me to be in a wheelchair with him and to be able to like play sports with him, and he, you know, and I'm in the wheelchair too, which, you know, he gets kind of excited about that Dad's in a wheelchair, and so we'll play tennis or we'll throw a football, or I think one time we did basketball in them, and then just having to do it differently, it's awesome.
Even though my brother has a lot of medical issues, like he's not much different than any other sibling. Like, we still fight, we still get to laugh. He tries to beat me at video games. Like, he's just like any other sibling. Having a brother with special needs, you grow up in a little bit of a different perspective, seeing those challenges and those things that he goes through that not a lot of typical like kids go through. And so I think that that's kind of like, he's had such a big influence and impact on me and who I am as a person. I've always known since I was a young age that like I want to do something that like helps people. Like I'm like my mom, I love to help people, and I'm a natural caregiver. So I think that being around him and like seeing him and how strong he is, like it's made me want to do something that I can do to help give back to him and kids like him.
I've actually invited some other families to this organization just because of what it's meant to our family, and having them participate in some of the family events and stuff like that, just to let them know as well, like the same things that we have experienced and that we feel. And, you know, sometimes that even, you know, goes even further, and that reach that this organization has just then goes even further. And I think that's important.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, so Connor's one of the reasons why I do what I do. And everybody that's been here has heard this spiel before, but I've gotten to work with him over the past year, and it's made a huge difference in my push for extra life, because Connor's one of the first champion kids that I've worked with at the foundation that every time he goes to an event, he's like, where's Bird? Where's Bird at? Because he knows, and he's happy to see me, and he loves that I sit there. We've got little stress balls that we play with, and also, you know, his dad and I will bounce them on our heads or throw them back and forth at each other, or tossing him and let him toss back to us. He just has a huge heart, a huge smile, and he loves playing around like that. So it has been so much fun to get attached to one of our champion kids, and get to see where all this money's been going. Because like I said, I've been doing Extra Life for 14 years. That's a long time to just sit there and be doing something. But to actually get that connection with the kid you've been doing it for is awesome. Since we're back from the break, again for this spiel, my name is Bertimus. I've been doing Extra Life for 14 years. What Extra Life is part of Children's Miracle Network. We are gamers giving back to our local kids. And by that, I mean streaming like this, playing board games with your friends. You don't even have to play games. We had a story of some girl that said, hey, for a $5 or $10 donation, I will tell you what Taylor Swift Eras song or Eras Tour album you are and design an outfit for you based on it. And that was her whole gig. And she was one of the top earners for her college that year. So the best part about Extra Life is you get to do the fundraising the way you want to. You get to find the avenues that speak to you, whether it be playing online like here at Twitch and YouTube and Facebook, or playing, with your friends, doing a charity D&D game where everybody brings a new character to the table. You run a one-shot, but you let yourself buy rerolls. For $1 a piece, you get to reroll your die. For $5, you get to get a free healing potion. $20 is a res. $100, you get to, insta kill a big bad or something like that. You get to make those donations amounts. It's whatever you and your group want to do. That's the beauty of Extra Life, is being able to give back your way. But anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get back to play. Like I was talking about with our buddy Modus over here in chat, if anybody does happen to be in the Oklahoma City area and would like to stop by and kind of talk to me about what Extra Life is in person, I will be out at the State Fair on Friday afternoon and all day Saturday in our Modern Living building during the Board Game Bonanza. I'll be bringing out a bunch of crokinole boards, and if you've never seen that, just think tabletop curling, but you flick. It's a pretty fun game. It's addicting. So if you happen to be in the area, please come out and say hi. And again, that is the 13th and 14th, just in case you are catching the old VODs on YouTube or Twitch. Okay, lose 7 max HP, but choose a rare card to obtain. Or let's just do the straight upgrade a card again. That worked marginally well last time. How do we want to go through this one? Like this, maybe? And we get a lucky start. Maybe something good in the chat, or in the shop. Alright, defend, strike. Zap. Strike. Defend. Because what I can actually do is let the orbs take him and I don't trigger the shield. It's a hard thing to learn, man. Zap again. And turn. Because you get so used to the other classes where you're consistently attacking. It's okay to let the passives work. Do I want to try something different? Reprogram is fun. So losing focus, it would just make my orbs weaker. But I gain strength and dexterity, so like if I went claw build or something like that, it's not a bad deal. So I end up doing more and more damage and do more and more block. Let's try that. I haven't done a non-orb build in a while. So we're going for purely attacks. I mean, honestly, go for the eyes is pretty mandatory for that. And the gain 9 block is just a better block. I just don't want to bloat my deck this early. I kind of want to see where the cards are going to take me. We're going to go for the elite. So do I want to trade anything out of my deck? I mean, it's not a bad time to take that. Putting a reprogram in the wall would actually be pretty fun. What is Iron Wave anyway? So Iron Wave is gain 5 block, deal 5 damage. We'll take it eventually. Today is just not that day. Alright. Free, go for the eyes. Free strike. We can just straight up dual cast. And defense is not necessarily, because we're not really worried about keeping our orbs with this build. So I can reprogram here, right? So now I gain 6 blocks, but now my strikes do an additional damage. But my orbs are only doing 2. So they're doing a sufficient amount less. Go for the eyes again, weaken him up, strike, and then we'll just cast the defense. It'd be nice to have, like, a thorn. And then, I mean, I just have to hit him. Let's not get silly and make a mistake. Cultist Potion, especially for this build, is great because that's just the additional strength per turn. Again, we are not really worried about spawning orbs, although channeling Frost wouldn't be bad for this one because it's just continuous shield. I just don't like it at a cost of 2. We'll take it anyway. I can always remove it later. Hopefully it doesn't bite me later. Speak of the devil. Oh, look at that rain! If I'd have reprogrammed, that would have been smarter. So that's going to give me an additional 4. Because that's the other thing, is if I lose focus, I'm only getting 1 shield per. So, that rain is actually really pretty. Oh, I was like, why is there still a sound effect? It's the goops gooping. Do I want to just... let's just toss the defend here. And not worry about the damage. Because they'll go into demuff mode here in a second. Or not. Just go ahead and zap real quick. So that'd be 4. Do that. Strike. Strike. That way I'm not taking any damage. The problem is now I'm having to do math with my shield. Again with the attack again. Go for the eyes. Just go ahead and cast Glacier again. And get rid of this. Excuse me. Goodness, I ate a muffin too fast. Now I got the hiccups. Exhaust out the slime so I don't have to redraw it again. Alright, and then what I can do is just reprogram to make the smite or strike stronger. That reprogram isn't going to really be useful until I start getting some claws. I mean, they're great for this one because those do more damage, but I'm just really going to need more attack cards. I know it's really early, but I feel really hindered by this. So I do need to use, like, all of my skill ones real quick. Go for the eyes, strike. I mean, I can cost the defense, but need to do as much damage as possible to him before I can't use my skills anymore. So I can do it on this one, right? Because I can do that, and I can go for the eyes and weaken him up. Cost the defense to at least mitigate some of it. If I do that again, I mean, I'm really only making him stronger at that point. I'm going to take damage. I need to be okay with it. What's up, Heroes Treasure? How you doing? Look at those emotes. Those are cute. I like those. So how much do we want to do here? So I can Glacier and get the consistent block. Ah! So you're one of the Mortis crew over there. That would make sense. Alright, so we can go for the eyes again. We can get a bunch of weak on him, which is going to be for the best. Do I want to reprogram again? Because then I lose all of the block. I have to be able to evoke it for it to matter. This reprogram isn't really working as well as I wanted it to. Alright, we got another follow. Oh. I guess we got a refollow over there. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for coming over, Heroes. So, we are a charity streamer. My name is Bertimus. I do streaming for Extra Life. So if you've never heard of Extra Life before, it is part of Children's Miracle Network. And what we do is we stream and get Extra Life in front of the kids, or for the people, so that way they can donate to the kids in our area and help children's healthcare. What that means is, you know, we take all of our, we take the donations, and as soon as I hit affiliate, here in probably a couple of days, because we got our average finally up there, We take all the subs, all the bits, and we donate it back, and we use all that money towards medical research, medical equipment, charitable care for the kids whose families may not be able to afford all the extensive treatments that they go through. So it's been a really great cause. I've been doing it for 14 years, and it's something that's near and dear to my heart. I absolutely love it. So thank you for coming all in. We always appreciate it. I hope to catch you around. We normally stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays at about 1:30 p.m. Central. I typically hang around Mortis's area just because he's a doof like me and he likes playing Dead by Daylight. I just can't play Dead by Daylight on the charity channel because since this is the official Foundation channel, we can't do blood, we can't do gore, we can't do guns, we can't do anything like that. So we keep everything family friendly here. All right, so 9 damage and put the card back on there. If I'm doing a bunch of zeros, maybe that's not a bad deal. And I'm not going power build. I've already got one glacier. We'll try rebound this time. I'm gonna need to heal up just because I took too much damage on the gremlin, which means this boy's the shell boy. Hey, and I appreciate, because I'm a big lurker too, I love turning on a lot of my friends' streams and just leaving them there. So I do appreciate you coming by. Feel free to lurk or participate as much as you like, and I'll definitely be let me go ahead and give you a follow back real quick on all of my channels, just because I love those emotes. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for you. And of course, have I mentioned how much I don't like the new Twitch app? Because now I can't click on somebody's thing on my phone app and just go, hey, let me go do that. Let me go follow them. No, it's trying to ban you. It's like, that's not what I want. I want to follow. There, go toss the follow over here. Yeah, like I say, I always appreciate everybody comes in. We really, especially trying to get this to affiliate. Everybody remembers the affiliate slog. It's just getting those average viewers and then getting everything going there. But, you know, I really appreciate you coming by. No, I was like for my phone over here, I was trying to click on your name and it was like kept trying to ban you. It's like, no, I want to click them, get the profile and do it. It's just the Twitch app. It's being silly. All right. Well, I can chill wouldn't be a bad choice considering I'd like to have the... Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. Oh. I learn something new every day. I guess I'll have to start using my emotes in chats a lot more often now. Let's see if I still have... Where are my emotes on here? It's my page. Why are my emotes not front and center? Put my cat emotes. These are the ones I have on my personal channel. So that's me. I haven't streamed in ages on my own personal channel. But I got my cats. My wife started taking pictures of them. And on her phone, it does the automatic cutout on it. And so she just sent me those. I was like, well, I'm making those Twitch emotes now. I'm not worrying about orb builds, so I don't want to do that. I really think chill might be the best option for kind of surviving the big attacks. I'm going to try doing this elite, but it's probably going to turn out bad. Question cards. Future cards have one additional card to choose from. We'll just take the key. And, okay. Well, we'll take these guys, but should be interesting. Alright, so we'll zap because it's free. Reprogram. I mean, I should have dual cast for it first. Pop the defense just to get the extra one there. I'm going to go ahead and drain. We're going to work on our first guy here. And what I'll do... It's only 3 weeks, so... Oh, wait. These guys have artifact. Don't do that. I should have at least dual casted anyway. Really? Slay the Spire is one of my favorite cozy games. I mean, I've got a whole bunch of stuff. Like, my wife makes fun of me because I have a Candy Crush-like game. I started playing that Royal Match game, right? And I'll be damned if they weren't lying, then there's no ads anywhere in there. It's monetized to all get out, but there's at least no ads, so that's been wonderful. And I've done like 1,000 of those levels, so she just calls me a Candy Crush addict. And then I play like a lot of Mahjong, so I have like Mahjong Seoul and Ricci City that I play on there because I got addicted to Mahjong at a gaming convention 2 years ago. And so that's my new addiction. And yeah, but this is the one thing I haven't gotten on my phone. I have another deck builder on my phone. It's called Rogue Adventure. That's the one I normally kind of cool down with at night too if I'm in the mood for a deck builder. But this one I had played so much back in the day, even before they had any of the end game. And now it's wild how much it has come, how much it's grown. Okay, so for you, how do I want to do this? Because what I can do, right, is rebound, right, and strike you to get rid of you. Oh, it puts it back on the top, not back in your hand. That's what I was messing up. Okay. And then just toss it defend. We're going to take some damage, but that's part of it. I just realized I have a dead pixel right at the very bottom of my chat, just right above the text message window, and it makes it look like there's somebody else's name right below there and the chat's not scrolling. That's gonna drive me crazy for a while now. All right, and then just another strike there, trying to get this guy done. Man, I think reprogram might be the wrong way around this one. Or I guess it would have been okay had I stuck to nothing but attacks instead of kind of like trying to hybridize over here. Because the only reason my stuff's doing so much damage is because of my potion that I did that's giving me all this strength. It was rough, but we got through it. So Mercury Hourglass, turn 3 damage to all enemies every turn. That's nice. Got the key. That would be a decent counter to it. I think I'm going to take this auto shields. I meant to take it last time, and it bit me in the butt that I didn't take it. Alright, remove a card from my deck, lose 7 HP. It's just not worth it. Wish I had the streamline so I've gotten the free upgrade. Upgrade 2 random cards, lose 15 HP. I mean, I get 2 back-to-back heals. And it's a strike and defend. That was a bad deal. We're gonna have to do the rest. Hope this isn't rough. This guy does a little bit of damage, but I should be okay. So zap, chill, defend should block most of that. Yeah, so taking 2 damage isn't too bad. No, sir. We don't do that here. All of these bots, man. Alright, let me reprogram this time. Weaken their auto shields, because it just is a better block. Auto shields would be awesome if I could thin my deck down to like 6 cards. Like if I didn't take anything. It would be great, because then you're getting this enormous amount of shield. But again, it's only once that you get it for. Beam Cell I need to take, because I really need to keep my attacks up. I would like to get the key on that one, but again, I need to heal. Even though it's Goo Boss. No, it's only the cards in my hand that would upgrade. So let's go and get Zap, Chill, go for the eyes, defend, strike. Look at that, I still have 3 energy left. I got nothing to do. That was such a tickle turn. This is why I like doing orb builds more. I feel like his card system just isn't as good as it should be. And then I don't need to follow shields with this one. I do need to save that weak potion, because I don't know if I can get him down to 70 on this one. I can go for the eyes. Well, let's dual cast real quick. That'll do it. Reprogram. Go for the eyes. And strike. Now he's still splitting at 59, which is rough. I wanted him to split it much lower, because now I've got 2 54s to deal with over here. What I can do is rebound, zap, so zap goes back to the top, and then toss my defenses up. Now you're the one that does frail, which is, frail, which isn't great. You do damage reduction, I think. All right. It had been so long. I donate to most children's medical helping charities, Ronald McDonald's House, CMN, and whatnot because my nephew was born with 8 heart birth defects and has had open heart surgery 3 times already. Without the help provided, might not be there, and his parents wouldn't have been there for him because he spent several months in the hospitals. I very much understand that. So, you know, I've got the history with this. Like I said, I've been doing it for 14 years. So much that I went to go work for my local foundation over the last 2 years. Now, I myself have not gone through the children's hospital system. My wife did. I mean, I have people in my family, extended family, that have cystic fibrosis, that have ulcerative colitis, that have eye development issues. All of these kids have had to go through extended stays, and a couple of them have had to travel. And that's one of the other reason we do what we do is because it bolsters our local hospitals to where our kids no longer have to travel. And in our Champion Child video that we had earlier with Connor, it is because all the work we did that all of his treatments managed to stay here in Oklahoma City. So it is awesome that he didn't have to travel. But one of our biggest Extra Life fundraisers for my local area actually lives in Dallas instead of Oklahoma. And he's going to tie where he had a family friend that came up here and had to stay at our Toby Keith Kids Corral. And, you know, during all their kids' treatments. And if it weren't for a system like that, they'd have had to been driving back and forth from Texas over and over and over again. It's just a lot to have to go through all of that. So, I mean, it's great to hear that you have an understanding of what all it is, and we do appreciate it. Now, whether you donate to my Extra Life page or the one that's local to you, that's all that matters. Pick the one that you wanted to, you know, to support. On that one. Yeah, and Mortis, you and your jump scares, son. I'm gonna have to like take out the jump scares just for you. I wonder if I can pick on you like that. All right. Although, to be fair, the jump scares are kind of my favorite. Let's go ahead and dual cast right now before I reprogram again. Although, I mean, I'm losing. Look at all of this that I just don't get to do. All right, 7 damage. You need to be at 26. I don't think that's enough damage to do it. Oh, no. You do whatever you want. That's the best part, is having fun. I'm never gonna tell you no. Let's throw that. Reprogram there. And strike, because I got to get rid of you. Because if I don't, that's an extra 10 damage. What I need to do is go in and turn down my rarity of the really fun ones, because I really do like the Thurston Waffles and the Gabe the Dog ones. It's just so much fun to have those go off, and because I love my string getting derailed. Hey, I have better ways to tell him no. All I have to do is go play Dead by Daylight and bully him as a killer. But, you know, we've got another one coming up, another night that I'm ready to go play on that one, because I feel a little bit bad that my first time up I went up and 4-0'd everybody, but I think that we'll call that one a practice round. So I'm excited to get back in there and let the rest of the survivors bully me again. I think at this point I'm going to go ahead and take Hyper Beam, because if I'm doing the focus builds, now's the time to do it. Velvet Choker I can probably take, because I'm never going to play more than 6 cards a turn. Every 2 turns gain an orb slot. I'm not doing orbs, but I need to rest because I'm terrible at this game. So 27th or 28th. I don't think I have anything that weekend yet. Give it a moment, because I didn't have anything in these 2 weeks of September until a couple of weeks ago, and now I'm out there at the State Fair twice. So we'll see. But yeah, I'll try and make it out to that one, because that was a lot of fun. All right. Man, I've got nothing for relics, really. I'd really like to get an early elite down if I could. These routes kind of stink. I can go that way, and I get an option. Let's go that route. Let's start this way. My cats, yes. Well, My youngest, so on my emotes, my youngest is the WoW. That's Percival. Spelled P-U-R-C-Y. Percival. Or Percy. He drools like crazy when you pet him. But he is also a super active, like 2.5-year-old kitten. So he's not ready for pets unless it's time for pets. Otherwise, he's just a little demon. Jasper, my scowl up there, Jasper's getting close to like 11 or 12 years old, and he has decided to be a lump now. He goes from sleeping to eating to sleeping to begging for me to turn on the bathtub so he can drink water from the bathtub, and then back to sleep. That boy, I'm sure, drools more than any of them. I just don't see it because he doesn't drool on us as much. He sleeps on his own. But yeah, when Percy's ready for his pets, he's not bashful about climbing up into your lap and drooling all over you. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is rebound. Hyper Beam! I can zap for all the good it's going to do. And then go for the eyes to weaken him up. And then chill. Yeah, so having Hyper Beam, there's no point in me having any orb generation abilities. You've got quite the herd. I only have my 2 cats. I have lost my last 2 dogs over the last 2 years. Well, I lost my last dog just a little over a year ago. And the other one about a year and a half before that. But those 2 were troopers. Right? So we had a Jack Russell and a Dachshund. The Jack Russell made it to 20 years old. I have never seen anything like that before. And then our Dachshund, Penny, she made it to 16, I think, before, her mind, and that was the wild thing between the 2 of them. Our Jack Russell, the mind went before the body. I mean, she was still getting old, but she just kind of started losing it. Whereas Penny, her body went long before her mind. Oh, now we're getting depressed. But, I do miss having dogs, and my wife and I do want to get dogs again. But we also found out we're getting a little 22 cats. How much? You've got to have land then. Goodness. You have got to have land. I'll take Equilibrium because I definitely need more block. Yeah, and that's kind of the idea. We did find out we're having a kiddo coming in February. So we're kind of deciding on if we want to try and time the doggo to where it's puppy and kiddo growing up together. So that's going to be really what we're wanting to do first, is kind of see how the cats react. Like Jasper, I'm not worried about when it comes to the baby. Percy, I'm a little worried about just because he's hyperactive and his hunting instinct is still very much there. I just have to make sure he behaves correctly around the baby. Okay, yeah. I say 22 cats would be a lot for a house and or apartment. So, I say my family's got acreage out in Arkansas, so there's definitely a couple of forest cats and barn cats that walk around. It'd be a big difference trying to go to sleep with 22 cats in your bed. Which way were we going? This way. Well, that's wonderful. That is wonderful. 75 gold to remove a card in my deck. Yes, please do. Let's get rid of, chill at this point. I can keep chill because it's better than zap. But once I use Hyper Beam, it's worthless. An unassuming, Ritual Dagger! Okay, do I want the gold or do I want the dagger? Since I'm doing attack, it's really a good card to have. Because what it is if you kill a creature with it, it gets stronger. Like forever. 5 apparitions. Ethereal, gain 1 intangible, exhaust. No. No. I have never been able to make an intangible build work. And all that is it just says, hey, for the rest of this turn, you can't be hit. Okay, so how I'm going to do this one is we'll go Beam Cell, go for the eyes to weaken him up, Hyper Beam. That'll knock you down, so you're doing no damage at all. And then auto shields, defend. It'd be also really cool if I had something that increased my focus over time, but with that Hyper Beam, it's just too good not to. I need to get it leveled up. Oh, and then what did you say? 5 dogs? That's still a lot of dogs too, even with that amount of space. See, now I'm doing nothing. All I'm doing is defending this time. Just do more chill to cast that out and get that going there. I still generated plenty of shield though. I also wouldn't, I mean, and I love my 2 cats. I wouldn't mind an additional cat. I also don't want to overload the house. Yeah. Doggos are good for that responsibility. FTL, that's what I needed. Deal 5 damage, you played less cards, draw a card. I need more card draw. Okay, I have the ability. Let's go for it. Hey, look at that. I love the Tetris one. Love it. That is one of my absolute favorite overlays. It's even more fun in Tetris when I'm trying to play it because I can still kind of see through it. Did you run off and go get more crates again? My goodness. Mortis, what are you doing? You're allowed to share dogs, heroes. You're allowed to share dogs. I was a 1-dog family forever until my wife and I got together and we ended up with 2 dogs, and we only ended up with the 2 because her grandma passed and we took on the dog. All right, so we can do an early chill here. Summon that. You're gonna go away. So I can beam cell you because I want to get rid of you as soon as possible. Because the gremlins are a pain. Oh, I'm so sorry. A husky? How's that treating you? I wanted a husky for the longest time as a kid, right? Absolutely wanted it so badly. I'm just going to toss the damage. And then I started watching more and more videos on huskies and then realized how much time I was spending. Yeah, how much time I was sitting there spending going, oh my gosh, these dogs are just so much. So I kind of had to just tell myself, hey, you really don't need a husky. You can have something a little lower maintenance. Oh, I'm going to have to be careful. I'm actually hitting my Velvet Choker. It's only 6 cards in a run. Yeah, I've really enjoyed little dogs. We're definitely looking for more of a medium-sized dog this time. Okay, well, I definitely have to go auto shields. I probably should... Let me try this one. So Glaciers, 11 block, channel 2 Frost. I kind of need to go ahead and cast it, even though I'd rather have Hyper Beam. 35 damage to all enemies, and he's going to be a problem to get rid of. Let me go ahead and dual cast real quick, because that'll give me... Okay, so I have to deal with 36 damage. Yeah. Oh. I mean, is it worth taking the damage, though? Let me see what I got coming up. It's a while until I can get to heal. I've got at least 3 fights. I think I should play it safer. So what I'll go ahead and do is rebound. I need to go ahead and just do the damage. Take the Glacier. And then summon those. And then let that go. I wish I could retain Hyper Beam. Yeah. Huskies are diggers. That's what I've heard. They really, really enjoy digging. And escape. Although, it's the funniest thing. The house is across the street from me. Right? They have this lab mix, this little skinny lab mix. And that dog jumps an 8-foot fence daily. It jumps up, climbs the wooden fence, gets over the top, comes up to the front mailbox, pees on the mailbox, then jumps back into the backyard. Doesn't even need the supports, just full on ups and gets over the top of the fence. It is wild to watch that happen. I can just toss the Hyper Beam now. Man, that's all the way down to 1 block for dual cast. Woo! Go for the eyes, strike. I mean, I can just evoke it, but it's not going to do me any good. But the Hyper Beam damage is just so good. Reprogram again, rebound, strike, put it back in. And the equilibrium's... Excuse me. Oh, retain your hand this turn. Okay. I reread that card wrong twice. He sounds like a total troublemaker. So 2 Chihuahua Beagle mixes. Those got to be noisy. Corgi, Shetland, and Collie mix. Oh, no. So that's just a really tall ornery Corgi, even though Corgis are already ornery. The Husky, and then some kind of pit mix. I love pitties. They are so cute. I love them. I love them. I love them. I wish they didn't get such a bad rap, but I think that's more down to owner than anything else. They're the sweetest dogs. I've got a buddy of mine that's got a pit, and she just wants to love you, but she forgets she's 35 pounds of pure muscle. So that particular jumping hug hurts every time I get to it, but it's absolutely wonderful. Okay, and then I'm going to go for the eyes on that one. Get rid of him. Beam cell. Let's get some vulnerability going. All right, we actually made it out of this elite fight without too much damage, because if I take these guys out, since they're minions, they run. So I just have to do 13 damage. Done. Absolutely done. All right, first attack deals additional 8. Definitely need that. Essence of Darkness isn't going to do me much good. Although technically it's not bad because it does evoke all of those darks. And it has the instant damage, so the focus doesn't affect the current damage. Oh no, that's a lot to worry about. Yeah, untested dogs with a bunch of that. You just kind of have to hope the herd takes over. All right, so an early chill. Go for the eyes to weaken you up. Cast Glacier and you start getting you down. So we're not doing bad for block per round, at least in the early rounds, just until we can kind of get established. I feel like I might want to take 1 or 2 power cards to get going. So an additional 8 damage from the FTL. Let's go ahead and do that. Go for the eyes, because get the weakened. I mean, I really don't need to worry. I've got the block and defend and the strike. There we go. For the equilibrium, I don't need to use. Oh, yeah. No, that's painful. I'm sorry to hear that, because that's a lot to mess with. Okay, so we'll do that. Then we can do rebound. Then auto shields, and I get auto shields back, which is awesome. And then knock you out so I don't have to worry about you. Toss the last defend, which wasn't necessary, and only put an extra daze in my deck. Whoops. Yeah, I mean, good luck. Dogs are going to be dogs. It's an unfortunate part of it, but, you know, I hope you manage to survive. For all the good this is going to do. Just get the damage done, because I'm not going to see it again. What is it, last dazed? And then see what we get back in here. How many days do I have coming? Not many. Good. Just need 12 damage. Come on. Everything but the damage. Yeah, we're taking 2 damage, but it's not as bad as it could be. There we go. Now we got the damage. Goodbye. Okay, I have to. I have to. White Noise is just such a good card. It's always worth it. Alright, so reprogram off the start. Go for the eyes. Add the weekend now while I can. Still going to take a lot of damage on this one, but that's just luck of the draw on that. We can run an early chill. It's at least... Oh, it's only one enemy. Do I want to try it? I mean, I'm not going to get back around to it. I might as well toss the damage at him. Yeah. Yeah. That's got some defensive issues I don't much care for. Hyper beam is 27, so really I just need 3 beam. There we go. Do I really want more go for the eyes, though? I really need that turbo one where all my zeros come back, in which case, then it's really worth it. What do I got? Gambling chips. Card any number of cards. Draw them any cards. That's not a bad one to have. Alright. What do I want to do? Honestly, I can get rid of... Do I want to get rid of the defense? Do I want to get rid of any of this? The strike, maybe? Let's see what I get for that. White noise. Okay, well. Heat sinks, which is all the good it's going to do me because I don't have any other powers, I don't think. Nope. You take those choices. Chill. Defend. I mean, I gotta remember I do have at least a little bit of focus, and with Hyper Beam, that guy's gone, so there's no point in me focusing on him. I just gotta hope I draw Hyper Beam before I get run over. 11 there. Reprogram again. The eyes. Strike, because I need to get rid of this plated armor as soon as I can. There we go. FTLs. Get that down. Beam cell. Get the weakness on him. Now go for the eyes. Now Hyper Beam. Now I can Glacier and put some big block on there. I mean, it's not doing me any good, but my Evokes still give me a block, so I at least got that going for me. Oh, that was a ×2. It still took damage. Okay. Now, Ritual Dagger gets more damage. Whew. Lucky pull. Alright, I don't need another rebound. Charge battery's not a bad deal. I don't know. Do I really need more energy, though? Because really, that's a delayed energy. You waste one to get block. Take it, because you can always get rid of your blocks. How do we look over here? Let's go ahead and get the recall. Get the key. For all the good it's going to do me. I should have gone to the store. I had 300 gold. That's not a bad deal. Or Calcum at least saves me when I get a bad hand. Press to get caught back up. Hopefully it's an easy fight. So that's 15 damage, or 15 blocks. So I can just do Equilibrium. Get rid of the defense. Let's see if we can get something nasty in here. So what I can do is reprogram. Rebound. Strike. Strike. I mean, for all the good rebound, retaining my hand is going to do, because I didn't have any left in my hand. Alright, so I don't have to worry about him, because Hourglass will take him on his own. So I can just go straight for this one. Don't really need Glacier. Because again, he's hexing me, so we're just wanting to load up damage on that one. 22. Let's see what white noise gives me. Hello world. Random card at the beginning of every... Let's go for it. Gain 6 blocks. So that's 1 damage to me. I don't have any focus left because of that. It won't come back around, so let's just go ahead and burn it. Alright. beam cell, go for the eyes. All done. Each power card played this combat. Oh, see, that would have been so good last round. Never got it. Yeah, so we're just going to skip on those. I'm still doing pretty good, even though the night's coming up, so I do get a chance to upgrade. All right, so reprogram. So lose 2, gain 2. That makes it worth it, really. White noise is also nice to have that free. Hyper beam is just additional damage. That's a damage increase. Chill is great for the innate. Glacier is just a block increase, not great. I'm gonna do reprogram. I know it hadn't really been the best for me, but I'm also not wanting to focus on the orbs. All right, so we got fire and dart. 16. I'm going to do something simple and gamble away all of my defenses. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and channel all of the darks. Go for the eyes because that'll block that. White noise, let's see what we get. Electrodynamics. That was silly to play that card, but charge battery for the block. I wonder if this works for exhaust. No, it does not work. Okay. Good to know. I wanted to save. I didn't mean to do that one, but, you know, cast the power when you have it. Because if I had those all gaining 6 damage per turn until I hyper beamed, it's a big difference. All right, so reprogram. Go for the eyes again. Strike, strike, because I really can't do anything. So now it's only gaining 1 damage a turn, but I'd rather have the damage coming straight out from hyper beam. Okay, so here's where I can do Glacier, right? And then Equilibrium, and then I get to retain my hand here and draw again. That's where that's useful. Oh. Okay, so FTL off the start. Chill, because I mean, for all the good it's going to do me. Go for the eyes, get that done. Get the strikes done. And that's all I got, because I can only do 6 cards per turn. I gotta remember I took the choker. Alright, reprogram again. Beam cell. I'm still at least gaining some block here. I don't even think that gives me any when I do that. Okay. More debuffs. He's just going to start doing more and more damage too, which is a little bit painful, but it's part of it. All right, so I can... Actually, let's go and do this. Rebound, Equilibrium, and Charge Battery. That way I get the extra turn, energy next turn. I'll take 1 damage for that attack. All right. Go for the eyes again, because I always want him to be weak, deal less damage. Auto shields early. Then I can Equilibrium again, keep my hand, and then Hyper Beam for more damage. It's just a shame my orbs aren't going to be doing anything now. Glacier is just a really expensive block. Alright, go for the eyes again. Strike. We got good damage. It's just not good enough. You know, I need something more consistent. Because now he's going to be doing like 50 a turn. I don't know if I can defend that. If I get to defend at all. Because I mean, at 12. Yikes. It at least gets 1 down. This is a really hard boss too. And here's going to be where all my defenses are. So reprogram. I'm going to go ahead and rebound and then hyper beam. I can go for the eyes real quick because that'll help me there. Oh, and he gets metallicized, so he gets an extra. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. FTL. Dual cast does nothing for me. Go for the eyes, at least weakens him up. Hyper beam for 32 damage. Man, really? Oh, let's just do this. Well, I can survive it. I might as well survive it. You know? Because I'd rather keep the potion for when I really need it. It would have been funny to get Mercury. Now I already used Ritual Dagger, right? So I'm going to go for the eyes. Goodbye. Okay, so this one is now a really good card, and having another Hyper Beam would be fun, but Fission is now a super good card since my orbs are going to be worthless. Remove 2 card. Do I want to go ahead and do the card removal? My energy's okay, because I've got Choker. Let's do the card removal. Because now I've already got rid of Zap, right? So now I can get rid of Dual Cast. And then I can keep Chill. Oh, it's an Exhaust, though. Honestly, probably keeping Glacier is the best for Fission. Let's get rid of those 2. Because that'll keep me being able to draw 2 cards for that card every time I do it. Alright, there's no overlap until the Elite over here. There's a Forced Elite, and this one does not have a Forced Elite. But this one has all the stores, and I haven't spent any money yet. So I'm going to risk the Elite. I'll get rid of Fission this early. I hate that it discards it. I wish it would put it at the bottom or shuffle it back in your deck. Alright, so race to kill the Exploder. White Noise because... Okay. Now the first card I play every turn is doubled. Don't mind if I do. Go for the eyes to reduce some damage over here. Oh, Dad, burn it. I could have just not done the beam cell and had better defense. That's a lot of damage I didn't need to take. Alright, reprogram again. Oh, and it's played twice. Awesome. I'm going to rebound. Cast Glacier, I get it back, but now I should get Fission back here in a little while. Okay, so what I can do is auto shields here. Hyper Beam, because they do have thorns, which is the really scary part for this one. And strike, and then strike. Not enough energy. Come on now. That's a silly mistake. Alright. Another White Noise. I love the powers so much, though. They're terrible cards to have, but I love them so much. Okay, now I did learn a quirk on this one for Ritual Dagger, right? It has to be truthfully fatal. On these guys, since they respawn, if not everybody's gone, you have to finish the last monster for Ritual Dagger for it to get the bonus in there. They're all defending, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Reprogram off the top. FTL. Should have done Beam Cell earlier. I can just not take damage. It's silly, but it worked. I'll be dang. They do have dice in all the backgrounds of the levels. I never remember these in the background. Ever. Heat sinks, and I get a free card draw with this one. Hello world, okay. Alright, so don't have the energy to do both. I can just do the Equilibrium though and block it all. Alright, so you're going to respawn back at half health. Now, Hello World is a good and bad thing because you get cards like this that don't do you any good. What do we got here? So, first and foremost, we go for the eyes, get rid of that. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to manage my inventory here. So I can frost there. Vision. And I gain the energy. Now I can rebound and hyper beam. Strike will knock you out. And that's... Here's where I start regretting getting Choker, because now my deck is coming online. Now all I have to do is 17 damage there, and it's over. And I think I retained Hyper Beam, right? Yeah. Done. Alright. Draw 2 cards and channel 1 Frost. Again, I don't need to bloat my deck out here. Let's be good. Begin to fall. Lose charge battery or let's get rid of strike. I'm going to skip this one because I don't trust myself to be able to take that. I skipped the shot. Whoops. Purple Fire Spirits. Offer a reward. Is there anything over here that's worth giving? It needs to be blue or better. Or I can just offer it to get rid of it. I want to keep Glacier. Honestly, I think just getting rid of another one of my strikes is fine. Sorry, I got to shop after this. So this, I can go ahead and smith. Other World makes it free. Oh, Fission does evoke, so that's good for my other builds. This one, it's not good to, or not, no point in doing it. FTL doesn't help me draw anymore. Doing the Hyper Beam might be the best way to do it. Glacier giving 10 block makes it kind of worth it, because then it's equal to my... Let's do that. Not the best card to upgrade, probably, but at least it makes it worth it as compared to if I have 2 defends in hand. Alright, 455 gold. I should be able to buy something worth it. Now, dig for relics at rest sites. How many rest sites do I have? Possibly 2. So, a little late for that. Using potion heals 5. Start each elite combat with 2 strength. Now, I've got at least 2. Oh, I can get out of there. No, I've got at least 2 coming up. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab that one. Finally getting Claw would be nice. Snecko Potion. Fairy in a Bottle I'm going to go ahead and pick up. Well, let's go ahead and remove another card. Let's get rid of a regular defend here. Discovery's not a bad card. I mean, it's a 1 for a 0 card, and sometimes you can get lucky. We'll pick it up. That's my last shop I'm going to visit, because I don't think there weren't any more. Alright, let's hope we get lucky on our runs. Oh, having Choker against this guy twice now. Alright, and get rid of the defend. I've got the charge battery, which will be fine. Okay, so let's go for the eyes first and foremost. Discovery. Take white noise. I get 2 more, so I want to do charge battery for the block and hyper beam for the damage. Alright. Reprogram off the top. White noise, because then I can defragment for all the good, but it lets me draw the card. I want to rebound FTL. And then go for the eyes again. We're doing at least a little bit better damage this time. Alright, beam cell off the top because we want the vulnerability. Plus FTL. Go for the eyes to reduce that. Vision to draw the card. Go for the eyes again. And I can only do the defense. Although for that, I could have just left the Orichalcum up and done the strike instead. Yeah. White noise again for the power. Capacitor for all the good it's going to do me. Glacier. Should have done auto shields first, but it's okay. I'm not doing any damage now. Auto shield off the top. FTL. A couple of go for the eyes. Get clawed building up and some defense there. At least let me defend it. But yeah, I am just very, very weakly doing damage. Reprogram. Go for the eyes. Glacier. Again, gotta get as much defense as I can here. Blocked it, but it just gets bigger. I have, what, a 12 block potion? Go for the eyes. Because again, you just want to be doing damage. Hyper beam to do some damage. Equilibrium to get some block. Alright, beam cell. We'll go ahead and rebound the charged battery. Defend to try and get some survival and get that ritual dagger going. Still taking 13 damage. This guy's taken me out twice. I mean, I still have the fairy in the bottle. I just have to try and do it correctly this time. So Glacier off the top. Charge battery. And I can play on my cards. At least get him weak, because that's been the one saving grace there is that I'm at least keeping weak on him, so he's still doing a fraction of the damage. If I survive this, that's going to be something else. Oh. Poo. That leaves me at 1 health. Right? 1 health. Can't believe I missed the hyper beam. Got him. Wow. I got out of there with 1 health. Energy is now conserved between turns. That's not bad. Alright. Now here's the card I want. Fusion doesn't matter about focus. Okay, I have 8 health to make it through this fight with. Oh no. And this is a survival. Alright, so I don't need to do... Well, hold on. Let me look at him again. Okay. Dies in 5 turns. Upon losing HP, loses that much strength. So you're supposed to do damage as often as possible to make his attacks weaker. Okay, that's what it is. Alright. So I can get rid of Ritual Dagger. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the Strike, too, just to see what we get. Okay. White Noise! Defragment's fun. Echo Form! That was almost an enormous mistake. Alright, deprogram. FTL. Go for the eyes. Defend. Hyper beam. Get real weak. Doing all that damage makes him do nothing. Okay. Gotta take Streamline. Oh, I played it twice! Rod, I should have played Fusion first. Having Streamline come back, though, isn't bad. Claw going at least. Let's see, I can Glacier, right? And get 14. Oh, I've played 6 cards. I'm gonna save that 20 because that'll get rid of 20 damage on him for the minus health. Ugh, choker. Alright, so this is awesome. Beam Cell. Alright. Beam Cell again. Well, really I want to do Streamline twice. Because that'll get him down to next to nothing. I know the vulnerability stinks, but... Tickle, tickle. Woo! Okay. I don't need any more Go for the Eyes. Charged battery's not bad to have. But again, my deck's already kind of bloated as it is. Alright, we get some much needed rest into yet another elite battle. Oh, this might be all she wrote, folks. I can Ritual Dagger to at least take out one of them real quick. We'll take it, alright? So reprogram, right? So Ritual Dagger takes one out, no problem. Electrodynamics is fine. Then I can do that, and they go away. Now she summons one for free. But I have 3 orbs, so if I get a fission, I at least get the energy in the draw. Which is the main thing I'm going to need for this one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do fusion. Because I need the extra energy. Ah, I should have rebounded it, doofus. Alright, so we will rebound. Charge battery. Go for the eyes. Strike. That's still a lot of damage. I'm gonna go ahead and take Claw, just so that way I can get that more powered up. And you know what? If I burn my fairy, I will burn the fairy. But ideally... yeah, I need to go ahead and fission because I've got too much block in this hand. I got one more card. Put Glacier up just to get the orbs. I mean, I know Fusion still has to come back around, but... okay, so Hyper Beam will take care of the other sword. Can I block 30? If they get weak, we go for the eyes, which is nice. Why do I have so much energy? Oh, energy is conserved between turns, of course. Equilibrium. Hyper Beam. Go for the eyes again. I just want to make sure I played all my cards before I got in trouble. We might come out with this okay. I'm surprised. White noise again. Creative AI. Add a random power card to your hand. Awesome. Fusion. Let's get some more power in there. Beam cell, claw, defend. That is so much energy I get every turn. So that's 5 plus the 8. Okay. Now, I just have to remember. I have... If I can do the 27 damage, I'm fine. I just don't know if I can do that. Storm, I don't know if it does anything for me. So I would just... I can... Excuse me, wait on that. So I can do... Go for the eyes. Go for the eyes. Go for the eyes. Honestly, toss the potion. That's right, you toss it. The courier merchant restocks cards, relics. All prices are reduced by 20%, and there's no more merchants, of course. Alright. Another reprogrammed steam barrier. I'll go ahead and take that one. I know I'm kind of getting block heavy. Do I want to do something silly? Oh, not you! Oh, this one's my least favorite. We'll get rid of Ritual Dagger, although I think doing more damage off the top would probably be better. Because it already does plenty of damage, and I'm not really worried about it going away, you know? It would have been better not to because of Orichalcum. I'd have had one extra shield. And I'd have kept the energy. Glacier! Auto shields was useless because I already had it. I'm tempted to not go for the eyes. Yeah, let's just... Oh, well, that wasn't the smartest move either, was it? We can fission. It's not a bad deal. Ah! Okay, I'm awake. I promise. So what I can do is equilibrium there. And I get to retain all this one, so let's just retain it. Because you've got the block. You don't want to do the additional damage. Because you don't know what he's going to turn into. And I get to keep the energy, right? White noise. Ugh. Hey, it is what it is. Put fusion in there. Alright, let's FTL. Hopefully it doesn't hurt me. Still gonna take 5 damage. White noise. Echo formed. Always good to have. Beam cell. Okay, at 10 I kind of have to. As much as I would love to use Hyper Beam, it's... This one's a strategy fight instead of just going all in. What? I'm vulnerable. So I'm taking an extra 50%. I forgot to count that because it doesn't put it in here. Okay, so first off, equilibrium. Go over the eye. And I'm good there, because 11's not that bad. Okay, first and foremost, auto shields. Let's just get that one out before I forget. Beam cell to see if we can cycle into something lighter. Not great. Go for the eyes, get that weak. Hex I will take. I cast Equilibrium, right? So I get to keep all this. Or no, I did auto shields, not Equilibrium. Ooh. Alright. Hand is full. Alright, so first we're going to do is rebound. Oh, that goes up twice. Whoops. Should have hyper beamed at the beginning. Then charge battery. And steam barrier, just so that way I make sure I do damage. Go over the eyes again. And it didn't hit him, so I didn't convert it. Oh well, we're using the fairy. Ah! Mandatory dance break. Thank you. It is. I love that redeem so much. I need to go through Dixper and go find some other stuff in there because I know there's got to be some other good stuff in there that I am just missing. Who? He's at 3 health, but I couldn't do the damage over the top of it. Why do you get 15? Why? Why? What is this hand? How much do you do? 12 damage? I need 3 more damage. Anything to help me draw cards? No. Rude. I just want to end this fight. My least favorite fight. Ah, the hourglass got me. Alright. Don't need any of that. Now I gotta do one more fight. Tentacles. Why did they make this so difficult? We almost got to the boss this time. We'll take it. We'll take it. Start with the FTL throw. Toss discovery. What do we get? We'll do rainbow. I want to use hyper beam so bad, but I don't think it's smart. Oh, it ended up being 0. Yes, yes, it is smart. So I get 2, this is going to be 10. I'd rather just take the defense, toss the dagger, because trying to get that back around in time for that to nuke him is just not worth it. We take the 1. I hate missing my hyper beam. Alright, so fission, get the draw. Rebound, auto shield, beam cell. I did this all out of order. Reprogram should have been first. We're still taking damage, unfortunately. It's going to make this boss fight really hard. What boss did we get to? Oh, it's the donuts. And of course I get my defensive round when you're on a hex mode. This deck. And now I take 10 damage every turn. Alright, so I've got very start, just equilibrium. Go for the eyes to weaken him up. Use fusion. Use charge battery. I don't have to use steam barrier, so I'm not gunning. Because I would like to keep the block value, because it gets worse every time you use it. don't know if I want to waste that. Because honestly, I think the damage might be better because I'm not going to have any other powers coming in. I've only got one more white noise, right? No, that was it. So I'm not going to have any other powers. Just leave that as a dead card. Ouch. We may not make it past the tentacle boy. Not with the way this looks. Reprogram. Auto shields. Defend. Beam cell fusion, so we get more energy that I can't do anything with. I'm sitting at 2 health, man. 2 health. And 16 energy. Alright, well, I've just got to do damage. Because I don't know if I can do anything else, right? That'll do it. Yay, Echo Form. Way too late for genetic algorithm again. Alright, well, we gotta sleep. And now we get to try and do Deka and Donu with, like, a third of health. I'm just gonna get rid of the regular defend. That'll work. Alright, first foremost, we gotta get rid of Deka. Or no, we get rid of Donu first. Dang it, because he's the one that buffs strength. White noise. Loot for all the good that's going to do me. Auto shields. I mean, really, I can just equilibrium. And that's more than enough. And strike. Keep that charged battery. Because I don't need the extra energy at this build right now. Forgot I need to get rid of Donu. Because he's the one that buffs the strength. You just do the shields. Alright. Well, first goes first. Glacier. And charge battery. I've got to do fission because I need to get another... Well, that's not going to do any of it. I got to go for the eyes. That's right. There we go. Gotta take a damage. But that's the smartest way for me to do it. And I have no defense. I've got to take hologram. Because I need to go get equilibrium again. I mean, that's not even... I'm not going to get through the shield to chew him. What I can do is at least do that to try and get the weakness. Because I've got to get that away. I've got equilibrium, so I get to hold it. So, really, I just got to take the damage here. But I can't toss the weak on him yet until I get rid of that last artifact. Alright, so rebound. Go for the eyes. Defend. Steam barrier, I gotta get as much as I can. Get rid of ritual dagger because it's not doing me good. Claw, I need to level it up. So I don't think I'm gonna win this war of attrition. My deck's just not strong enough. Nope. Not with that. Not gonna do it. Good game. Good games. Oh, well, that was frustrating. Hey, wait. How did I not die? I should have died on that one. I mean, for all the good Storm's gonna do, but it's not like I can do anything else. Hyper beam. Log in. Strike. GG's. But at least it was a good round. I mean, I did a lot of work. Got pretty close to the next unlock, at least. All right. Well, let's go take a look. We are getting close to 5 o'clock, which means it's time for me to call it and go cook dinner for the waifu. So let's go see if we can find ourselves a little raid target. What do you say? Let me go grab the right Chrome window, because OBS still doesn't have proper raid controls yet. My bad. All right, let's go create a dashboard. And I do appreciate everybody coming out. If you want to launch any other last overlays, Mortis, now is the time. Let's get it over to our screen manager. Hit up a raid. Let me check my discourse to see if anybody is already live. What you got here? Oh, no, that's just our ping there. It doesn't look like our rack lady. Oh, she just went live. She's got impeccable timing. All right, so we're going to send you back over to Blairberry again this time around. She's finishing up Sly September. Well, I should say finishing up. We're about halfway through September, aren't we? Blair's another Extra Life streamer. She focuses up there for the Children's Hospital up in Wisconsin. They're currently playing through all the Sly video games. Sly Cooper. That was a series I never got to play as a kid. But it's always fun to watch. But let's go ahead and get you over to them and let you guys enjoy. And always check out their emotes too, because all of their raccoon emotes are super cute. So let's go ahead and send the raid that way. Where's start raid? I appreciate everybody coming out. You have a great night too, Hero. Thanks for coming out and hanging and lurking. I very much appreciate it. Good luck with the doggos. And I hope to see you guys all soon. I will be back on Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. Central. We'll be back on Tetris for Tetris Tuesday. So come if you want to play Tetris, feel free to join us. We'll create some fun lobbies. If not, feel free to hang out and just chill. Until then, I'll catch y'all next week.